Okay, so the topic of my presentation is going to be becoming a police officer in Durham region. So to start, I'm going to tell you how many police officers there are actually in Durham region. Like most police services, the Durham Regional Police Service is divided into two sections, which are operations and operational support. There are officially 807 uniform officers and 272 civilian staff. Durham region is one of the fastest growing areas in all of Ontario, so it's a great police service to work for. So I'm going to start by telling you who the current chief is. His name is Mike Ewles, Ewles, and he just took over for Kevin McAlpine, who is actually currently working at Durham College. The surrounding police departments are not limited to, but including Toronto, Peel, Port Hope, York, Cobourg, Barrie if you go further north. The minimum requirements to become a police officer in Durham are: first, you have to be a Canadian citizen or a permanent resident of Canada pursuant to the Police Service Act. You must also be between the ages of 18 and 65 and be established in a career. You must be of good moral character and habits and consent to a criminal background investigation, which includes but is not limited to a CPIC check, a records check, character reference check, professional reference check, and a fingerprint check. You must be physically and mentally able to perform the duties of the position and be able to volunteer for shifts which include evenings, weekends, including holidays, any time of the year, because you need a police officer even when it's a holiday. You also must satisfactorily complete all the tests, examinations, and interviews and receive approval of the selection committee. Satisfactorily completing all those tests, you must also have a valid driver's license, which must be a Class G, and with that you must have a good driving record. And finally, you must possess a current CPR and first aid certificate. So saying you get through all those and you get hired on, the salary starts at $50,894 for a constable in training. Once you finish your training and you're hired on to become a fourth class constable, your salary is going to start at $56,375. And then for a third class constable, it's going to be $62,638. And for a second class constable, it's $70,468. And lastly, there's a first class constable, which starts at $78,298. Once you finish those, you can continue on and branch off from being a constable to, say, an investigator or a detective, and their salaries aren't limited. Okay, and finally, benefits. The benefits on the Durham Regional Police Service include you have no waiting period for these, and it's effective the first day of your full-time employment. But they include vision care, which is covered up to $300 every 2 years. Hearing aids are also covered up to $500 every 5 years. Dental checkups are covered every 9 months for adults and 6 months for children. And orthodontia coverage is $2,500 for a lifetime maximum coverage per child. And also, you get a pension with Durham Region Police once you join. All the members contribute to the OMERS Pension Fund. There is no waiting period for the pension contribution, and it's effective your first day of full-time employment. For training, all new recruits actually receive substantial training and adequately prepare them for duties on the police services to become a police constable. Upon an offer of employment, the recruits will be required to attend the Durham Regional Police Learning Center for 2 weeks of training, And upon completion, recruits are sent to Ontario Police College in Aylmer, Ontario, which is just outside of London, for an intensive 3-month constable training program. Once recruits have completed the OPC, recruits will return to the Durham Regional Police Services, the Learning Center, for further training. When a recruit has completed all the required training and they're sworn in as a 4th class officer, so they're no longer a constable in training, then they will be training with a coach officer on the road. All new recruits will receive a substantial amount of training, as I just said, at the Ontario Police College, and once they get on the road. It will be more hands-on once they get on the road. Some of the training will include things like learning the Criminal Code of Canada and other statutes, firearms training, use of force, community policing, search and seizure, driver training, report writing, and investigations. Okay, and now I have a bit of a video. I probably won't be able to play it all, but I have a video from Durham Regional Police for you.
Hi, this is Mike Gills, Chief Constable, Durham Regional Police. I want to show you where I work every day.
I love it. I wouldn't give it up for anything in the world.
You're symbolizing difference. You're symbolizing change.
I absolutely love my job. I wouldn't want to do anything else. It's the stuff when you go home and you tell your friends about some of the training and they say they'd pay to come down and do it. We're getting paid to be here.
Since I've been on the road, which hasn't been that long, it's been maybe 8 or 9 weeks, every single day I've done something different. And I've talked to people who have been on the road for 20 years and they say the exact same thing. They say, after 20 years, if you've learned all that you could learn, you need to leave the police service.
Everything starts in our communication center. Most people who call in, they're not calling the police to say thank you or calling 911 because they're happy. Usually it's because they have an emergency and they need help right away.
Every day, you know that you make a difference. You know that you're doing the right thing. We're saving people's lives.
We're looking for the...
Okay, so the video is a bit longer, but because I only have 10 minutes to upload onto YouTube, that's all I'm going to show. The video is available at www.youtube.com if you want to watch the rest of it. And in conclusion, you can find some more information on becoming a police officer with Durham Regional Police at www.drps.ca, and there's also a contact number and a email to contact on there as well. And there's also a number that you can contact for more information. It's 905-579-1520. Okay, and that was my presentation on how to become a police officer in Durham Region. Thank you for watching.